So starting to just find your comfortable seat and just starting to move a little bit, maybe side to side, forward and back. Starting to just find a space to settle into. Starting to wind down from the day, the weekend. Starting to invite your breath in through the nose. Finding that lift. And out of the nose. In through the nose. And out of the nose. And the palms come right beside you to inhale and rise them all the way up. Starting to move into the spaces that may have gotten stuck through the course of the day. Exhale the palms down to your heart space. Beginning our practice with 3 cleansing breaths. Nice long inhale through the nose. And 2 more times here. Last time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just beginning with some breath work in vittam mudra. So making cupped hands, just cupped hands, in this free flow of vital energy, and the palms start to face one another right around the belly space, the solar plexus. And this gesture of vital energy. And as we just rest here and settle here, having this softened but lengthened and spacious space in our body. So we're not forcing ourselves into any shape, but also just scanning around and noticing what's still kind of gripping, what's white knuckling, holding on. For me, sometimes it's like the knees are just rising up because the groins are just still tight. Or the muscles along the upper back, they just need those messages of if it's okay to soften here. And starting to just reel through from the course of the day, starting to do maybe a reverse time lapse, or going all the way back down to the beginning of our day. From the moment that we opened our eyes onto this very day. And then that rhythm and the flow of the day, the things that, may have lifted us or may have sort of disappointed us or brought us away from ourselves. And then maybe some moments of challenge or surprise, or maybe today was just one of those tamasic days that we just kind of just rested and we were just sort of in that pause. Whatever it was, without attaching any story to it, starting from the beginning and just sort of fluidly floating like a leaf that fell right onto a ripple and a stream going up and down. Breath going in and out. And slowly starting to just settle in and out. Remembering we have Vittam Mudra here at our center for life force energy, this gesture of vital energy. And as we inhale, the rib cage, chest space starts to naturally expand, and exhale, softens in. Inhale, the palms will start to expand, this all expansiveness out. So this horizontal flow of the breath as we exhale, it comes in, palms come in. Inhale and expands out. Exhale, coming on in. Inhale, opening up. Now inhale, the palms, those cup palms start to rise up like a V, opening all the way up. And then releasing the fingers out and up, just towards the sky. This all-pervading, expansive breath. So we're coming in towards ourselves, and the palms will start to come in as we exhale. And inhale, billowing out, palms come out too, just opening up now. And exhale, softening in towards the transition of the day into the eve. Opening back up and inviting this idea of starting to just settling in, almost just like a cocoon. Just starting to invite in this softened energy, starting to bring the breath down, down, down. And bringing the palms down to the belly space, letting the arms be like noodles. And just breathing here, still in this lifted, lengthened state. Consider the Upanavayu, the downward current of breath. So allowing the awareness to come up towards the crown of the head. Breathing in, awareness rises up, covering above the crown. And then as you exhale, current of energy goes down, down, down towards the earth. Chin comes down towards the chest. Breath comes in, lifts. Exhale, down, down, down. Bring the tips of the fingers together. Inhale, lifts, arms start to rise. And exhale, the palms start to go down, down, and down. Let the palms rest on the knees. Chin comes to the chest, but the torso is still long. So we start to invite this release along the upper back. Just noticing what you notice there. And notice in the body down towards the pelvic floor, the base of the whole self. Sits bones, the hips, all the lower centers. Navel coming in. So as if the navel comes in and then washes out. So as if combing with the breath, the muscles, the navel comes in, the muscle starts to sweep along all the lower centers, then eases back out. Coming on in, easing on out. Coming all the way back up, crown of the head starts to rise, shoulders are nice and soft, clavicles wide, breath comes in, finding that lift. Right ear comes to the right shoulder. And maybe a little rock here, back and forward, feels nice. Coming down so the chin comes to the chest and the left ear goes to the left shoulder. And starts to rock forward and back. Just getting into the lymph, the meridians along that side. And allowing the breath to just sort of comb through those spaces. And slow, slow, slow. Eyes can be open or closed. We're just gently, easily making our way to a tabletop position just for a few moments there, just to move in meditative ways, sort of side to side and forward and back. And starting to find what feels good in your body, shifting forward, shifting back. Maybe finding a place to just sort of linger in or settle in along the way. Just moving into all the parts that started to get themselves rigid through the course of the day. It happens. Just sort of leaning or shifting into those spaces. Sometimes the rigidity and the tight stuff holds us up. So just finding that balance, finding the balance between strength, release, and the ease, the intention, and the breath. And slow, slow, making your way so the hips come back towards the heels in something like the child resting pose. It doesn't matter. Finding something where you're not doing so much. The body can just settle in a settled space. And from child's pose in that space, starting to walk palm over palm, just over to one side. So the long lengthened torso starts to open up. In child's pose or whatever pose may feel best for you, I'm going to start guiding meditation through the poses. Breath coming in, and breath easing out. Allowing inhales to lift you, exhales to soften you a little deeper inward. And just staying in that space, that shifted space in child for as long as you'd like. And if you're ready to go for the other side, starting to make your way over there. Just so slow. Like it's so, I wonder what's over here. Noticing the signals through sensation your body is sending you. And attending to those signals with just a little attention, intention, and breath. Considering balance. Always aiming for balance. Once you've had enough of child, starting to come back to your center. Making your way all the way back up towards the knees, the palms walk towards the knees, starting to just shift over to one side so you can start to bring the legs out from under you and scooch yourself towards the top of your mat. And once you get towards the top of your space, starting to take an inhale, one of those ones that lift you, and as you exhale, start to slowly come down, notch by notch, vertebra by vertebra, onto your back. In meditation practice, the two forces that we're cultivating, tranquility and energy, calmness and alertness, relaxation and investigation. Take a nice breath in and hug the knees into the chest. Hug them in, hug them in. They can be open or closed together. And just rocking over the spine, the upper spine, the center thoracic spine, the low spine, low back. The knees can come away from you a bit. The shoulders can soften. In any method of meditation, we want to bring these together. The calmness, relaxation, investigation, tranquility, and energy. To bring them into balance. So it's said that from the beginning, that's reflected in our posture. Just consider if you're sitting, you want to have your back straight without being stiff or tense. That's too much energy. And start to release the legs out long and the arms out wide. Noticing your breath. We also never want to be slumped over so that you're nearly bound to fall asleep. In meditation, we're upright, not too much tranquility and relaxation. So when we sit without being tense, and here too, finding the ease, play of energy, the natural breath, calmness, relaxation. Creating that connection, this relationship with our breath. The breath is the guru. Notice what messages your breath work sends to you. When it's shallow, when it's choppy. Taking up space nice and big. That all-expansive breath. Or allowing the breath to be an anchor as it comes in and eases out. And allow the breath to come in as if it's hugging you. But then send it out as if it's just a web of all-expansive breath out to the world. And then breathe the whole world back into you. Sending all of the breath out, just like an esoteric net. And then that net, the whole world comes back with it, right to your heart. Coming back and noticing, have I softened? Do I still have such a grip? Am I starting to find balance? If you find yourself getting way far back, bored, disinterested, bring the awareness forward. If you still feel too tense, trying too hard, allow the breath to bring the net back. You needn't question yourself. Am I too tight? Am I too loose? Let the intuitive self arise and come back. Arise, come back to the place in the middle. Just one breath. If you have too little energy, we can bring sluggishness. Allowing the breath to come in with that intention to invite in energy. aiming your attention toward just one breath. The whole universe coming in, whole universe and going out. Breathing in, considering the words I am, the universe. Breathing out, the universe is in me. Breathing it all in, breathing it all out. If you're in a safe space, feel good space, staying in that space. If you feel like you need to rock yourself, to nurture yourself just a bit, rolling around the ankles or rolling around the wrists, bringing the knees in, go for that. We can always bring one knee in and then soften that knee over to the opposite side of ourselves. And just rest there, settling into that space. And starting to allow the spaces to just speak to us. Allow the body's wisdom to come through to us. What would you like me to know today? How can I serve you? Oh, space of mine. Do you need a little more of my attention or a little less? Shall I soften in these spaces? Shall I hug you in? Shall I release you just a little bit more? How can I serve you? If you decided to take dancing Shiva pose, so you're twisted over to one side. If you're ready to come through center and take the other side, slowly, slowly take that side. So we release that one leg and we can hug in the opposite leg, and maybe it feels nice to rock that leg side to side. Like an ocean breeze, like a blade of grass. And that knee can start to travel over to the opposite side, just settling into that space. And exploring and investigating that space. What will you have me know in this moment? Oh, space of mine. Staying in that space. Breath coming in. The breath can swirl around those spaces. The breath can become this soft comb or raking, energetic, subtle combing through the body. A little bit of awareness, a little bit of breath becomes the medicine to nurture the self beneath the thinking mind, deeper into the wisdom body and the breath body, the bliss body. Swirling and wandering and breathing in those spaces. Attuned to the free flow of vital energy, I move with the rhythm of life, smoothly and easily. Attuned to the free flow of vital energy, I move with the rhythms of life, smoothly and easily. And if you took dancing Shiva onto that side, start to come back onto the back. You can lengthen the legs and the arms up overhead and open up all of those channels of ki, the nadis, the chi energy, so lengthening the arms and the legs out long. Stretch them out, stretch them out. And then once you're ready, just finding a space that we can settle into for a bit. And I'll guide our meditation. The goddess as your own body. The goddess as your own body. Neighbor's dog, sorry about that. Just breath and body. Breath, body. The goddess as your own body. Here we recognize the omnipresent sacredness of the body by connecting it to the goddess, who is its source. Noticing your breath. Having the understanding that your breath is being breathed by a vast, loving presence. The Shakti energy of the life force. Allow yourself to be breathed as if the whole body is breathing in and breathing out. This is the goddess as the power of breath. the life force of the universe who breathes through every living thing. Be aware now of the flesh and bones of your physical body. Consider that your skin is made of vibrating energy, particles that are the particles, and that these energies are the goddess herself, vibrating as the skin of your body. Think of leaves, of bark, of the outer coverings of seeds, of the topsoil of the earth. Consider that all these forms of skin and that they are made of energy. Energy that is the essence of goddess. Consider your bones. Consider how solidly the solidity of your bones mirrors the solidity of rock, of earth, consider the other fleshy elements in your body, the organs and fat, and recognize that they too are filled with energy, made of energy, made of particles of Shakti, life force energy, which is the goddess. Consider the fluids and the blood of your body. Consider the fact that 3/4 of your body is fluid. Consider also the rivers and the oceans of the world, realizing that the fluids in your body and the waters of the world are made of energy, and that this energy is the goddess. Breathing here. Consider the air you breathe, the air inside your lungs. Realize that the air is filled with particles of energy, particles of the goddess. Be aware of the space inside your body, inside each of your cells, the space around you, the space within every object in your environment. Realize that space is energy, And that energy is the transformation of the goddess in the physical world. With your eyes closed, imaginatively recognize that your body is made of goddess energies. Explore into your mind and sense the thoughts and emotions rising and subsiding in your inner space. Realize that these two are subtle energy, fluid, ever-changing aspects of Shakti. Shakti has become your body and your mind. Shakti has become the world. Meditate with the thought that the goddess has become your body and mind. Meditate on the goddess as the world. Recognize that all the movements, changes, and shifts in this universe are movements of Shakti. Let yourself feel the rhythm of the breath, allowing yourself to be breathed by the energy, the Shakti in the atmosphere. Recognize that the energy that breathes you, the air that you breathe, the body and its energy, the thoughts that pass through your mind, all these are Shakti. Shakti is living your life. Shakti is the energy of assertiveness, of transformation, of femininity. In your cells, in the air you breathe, in your muscles and your bones. The divine feminine, the nurturing Shakti goddess energy, resting here within that recognition. How am I allowing and releasing the divine feminine energy of Shakti to me and through me? And in your mind's eye, envision whatever that may mean to you. Shakti is the magic you feel when you leave a yoga room, a yoga mat. When you feel your mojo, when you feel your connection, it's Shakti. What does the vision of myself, yourself, embodying the Shakti Divine Feminine look like? Create that all-encompassing, embodying vision in your mind's eye in this space. Your eyes softly closed, starting to just noticing what you notice. Any soft, subtle, energetic shifts, any little bursts of those intuitive knowers that come through. Spirit, soul speaking through the sensations. Maybe it's just, I feel like I'm ready for bed. Starting to wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. Notice the whole body being breathed. Rolling on to one side and finding gratitude towards yourself for showing up on your mat. To practice. It's all practice. 99% of our yoga practice is just rolling out our mat and getting on it. Congratulations for showing up. And the eyes softly close. Start to make your way up to a comfortable seat. Whatever feels comfortable in your body in this moment. And coming back to our vittam Mudra, vittam mudra. The palms are cupped and just sort of right in front of the belly space, our center for life force energy. And just sort of resting there. And breathing there. The gesture of vital energy. This is our center here of showing upness. Free flow of vital energy. Vittam mudra says, attuned to the free flow of vital energy, I move with the rhythms of light, smoothly and easily. Attuned to the free flow of vital energy, I move with the rhythms of life, smoothly and easily. Bring those palms a little closer together. Notice what you notice there. And then a little further apart. And then a little further still. And a little closer. And a little further. A little closer. A little further. Like a ball of Shakti energy. Our dreams, our manifestations, our yoga magic. And bring the right palm right to our heart space, the center of the chest, the spirit heart center, our moon center, the lunar space. Left palm right over that. Here's our feminine energetic space. This immediately starts to release the hormone of oxytocin, the love hormone, the hormone of connection, of safety, of love. Breathing here. Finding gratitude for this day. And allow the palms to come to touch, remembering that vision you've created in your mind's eye. And bring the palms out, so it's like a little treasure chest here. The palms come out in like this diamond shape, like we're holding this little tiny birdie inside, like a little treasure. And allow the treasure chest to hold our vision of our embodiment of the Divine Feminine Shakti. Palms come to touch. Let's close with 3 cleansing breaths. Nice long inhale in through the nose. And out of the mouth. 2 more times. Last time. And the thumbs come up to the space between the brow. The Divine Feminine Shakti within me honors the Divine Feminine Shakti within all of you. Thank you, thank you. Namaste.